Asahi Kuromi is a high school boy who has trouble keeping a secret from anyone. He has a crush on his cool and reserved classmate Yoko, but worries about getting rejected in a similar manner to his confession of love with class president Nagisa Aizawa. His classmates encourage him to try again, and upon reaching the classroom to confess to Yoko, he finds her unfurling a large pair of wings from her back. Yoko admits to Asahi that she's a vampire, but can only come to school if she hides her true identity from everyone. Asahi swears that he'll be her friend and keep her secret safe. Meanwhile, newspaper club head Mikana Kimi plans to see how Asahi's confession went, and Nagisa appears to be spying on Asahi from a distance. Asahi tells his friends that he decided to just be friends with Yoko for now, while Nagisa reflects on how she brutally rejected Asahi in the previous summer to prevent him from getting too close to her, but now acts jealous after seeing him with Yoko. Later, Yoko eats her lunch with Asahi in an otherwise empty classroom and finds some cream puffs that Nagisa left on his desk. However, the puff is too spicy for her to eat, and she inevitably reveals her wings as Nagisa steps into the room. Nagisa, in turn, accidentally reveals herself to be a tiny alien stepping out of her human-sized external unit while holding a tiny ray gun at Yoko, worrying about her own secret identity getting out. Nagisa chases after Asahi with a hammer she refers to as a memory erasure apparatus, but Yoko saves Asahi from getting hit. In the end, the three decide to keep each other's secrets safe while Mikan is shown digging a listening device out of an uneaten cream puff. Mikan tortures Asahi and his friends for more information about Asahi's meeting in the classroom with Yoko, but he refuses to tell her anything, fearing she would spread the information around the school like she did in the past. Later, Asahi's teacher asks him to deliver homework to Yoko, as she's sick and can't come to school. Mikan decides to follow him, but Nagisa appears to help him off her trail. Asahi decides to stop for a brief visit at Yoko's student apartment, but gets a call from Nagisa that Mikan managed to get past her and run to Yoko's house. Mikan is accidentally knocked unconscious after being buried under a pile of Yoko's junk from the closet, but decides to Photoshop a romantic encounter between Asahi and Yoko and threatens to display it throughout the school. Asahi confronts Mikan on the rooftop and begs her not to do it, but the pleading only makes her stronger, so Asahi takes the opposite route and decides to let her put up the pictures, draining her resolve as she didn't want him to feel happy. A spirit residing in Mikan's glasses assumes that she secretly has feelings for Asahi, but Mikan angrily denies this as she twists her own glasses around. Nagisa begs Asahi for help as her external unit ran out of battery power before it could recharge and she was forced to come to him in her little alien form. Asahi sneaks into the girls' bathroom and carries Nagisa's body down to the nurse's office with Yoko's help. However, on their way out, Mikan stumbles upon the tiny form of the real Nagisa, so Asahi tries to play her off as a lifelike figurine. Unfortunately, this only excites Mikan and Shimoda, who arrives later, while Nagisa has trouble maintaining a doll-like composure, forcing Asahi to snatch Nagisa back and hide from his friends. After taking shelter in a gym storage shed, Nagisa mysteriously grows to human size and gets embarrassed about revealing her antenna to Asahi, while Mikan, Shimoda and Yoko all hunt them down. Asahi decides to have the human-sized Nagisa punch him out of the shed and escape, pretending to be angry. A mysterious horned lady magically returns Nagisa to her normal size. Wallace, he and Yoko clear up their misunderstanding after school after discovering that UV rays from sunlight cause Yoko's skin to instantly tan. Nagisa decides to train her into dodging sunlight onto her route to and from school. Asahi studies up on vampire weaknesses, while Nagisa encourages Yoko to do a field test with her new training. On the way, they walk through a shopping arcade where Asahi tries to protect Yoko from a salesman offering garlic and crosses. However, like sunlight, their effects on Yoko are much less harmful than their depictions in popular fiction. Crosses simply make her annoyed and garlic makes her eyes water. After coming across an uncovered bridge, Yoko is about to give up her new daytime route when Asahi asks if she's tried using sunscreen. Yoko ends up using it for the first time. Like for part 2, if you like content like this, like and subscribe as well.